Peace on the inside. Piss on the inside. I am here today because I have finally committed to regularly doing videos where I explain where I explain to you more about my upcoming album, The After Party. It's a really, really big project. I've been working on it for a long time. There are so many details. There's so much lore. And to me, in my mind, everything is crystal clear. But to someone on the outside, because I've noticed that even people on my team who I work very, very closely with, there are details that they didn't even pick up right away. So, and yeah. So maybe that means I've I've done something wrong. But I don't think so. It's just that this album it sounds kind of pretentious, but it is pretentious. I am a pretentious person, as you should be when you make things, send them into the world and ask people to listen to them, to watch them, to care about them. Like, if I don't care about what I do and take my music, my art, my expression very seriously, why on earth should I ask you to do that? So I am pretentious. And this project is the biggest one I've ever done, the most complex one I've ever done. I mean, it's complex in its simplicity because I've waited for a seed delivery for like 10 days, and I need to plant them now. So, and I think they just came. Never mind. Where was I? Yeah, like in some ways, this album it's more than an album. It's a story that from it I could have made a movie. I could have made a book. I could have made a performance piece, a series of photographs or painting. But I've chosen to use the best tools I have, which is making music, and express the story that way. And I went about it as if I was making a movie score, because I have a whole movie in my head. Each song is a movie scene. It plays out in a certain order. It plays out the same way on the album, and it's the order of everything is very intentional. It represents a specific time during the night, and it moves like the energy shifts between the different scenes, between the different moments, between the different songs, and both the songs and the spaces between them, and like the like in between places, the journey, like everything is very meticulously thought out. And I am aware that the way people listen to music and consume art today is it's not really like that. You don't often sit down and listen to a 47-minute long album from start to finish and then loop it and like do it again a few times. I mean, I don't even do that because there's just too much. Even the music that I really, really, really love, I sadly don't spend that much time with it because you're bombarded with everything. There's just no space. Most of the things that we consume, but it is what we do. It's fragmented. You get fragments of things, which is interesting as well. But it's difficult to convey a complete thing, a complete story, a whole concept that way. And so I want to try and use this channel where I actually have a lot of followers who are very engaging and care about what I'm making thank you for being here. I want to use this channel to just give you a better chance at connecting with this body of work that is the after party. I have written down the basics about what this is and how it came about, and I'm gonna read that to you. About 2 years ago, I got an idea. I could see it as clearly in my mind as a movie scene that you watched 1,000 times. There was a person in an apartment in a big city. She was isolated but surrounded by people, and it was night. I knew immediately that I had to follow this person through the night, and so I set out on a mission to find out what she was doing in that apartment from sundown to dawn. And what I found was the after party. At first, there was just fragments, moods, light, a vibe, certain movements. Then came a few words and sentences. I realized quite quickly that I had to be very mindful in this process. It had to stay true to what it wanted to be. And sometimes that meant no restrictions at all, just complete creative freedom without any judgment. And sometimes it meant other things. I have to say I am very thankful that this idea came to me, because it has brought me so much joy and challenge, maybe more than anything ever has before in my life. And I feel like anything that can give you that is something to be thankful for. So on this album, we head out on this journey through the night, on a quest to find meaning in the last hours before an inevitable ending, to find connection in a state of isolation. The final battle is about denial and acceptance, and as we turn our face towards the sunrise, we are reborn. The story plays out in chronological order on the album. The music is dynamic, with long instrumental parts to allow space for the listener to dream and visualize the after party for themselves. And that is a gift that I want to give the listener. So, keep checking in here. I'll keep posting videos and let you in more and more into this world, about the process, about my intention behind it. And yeah, I'll keep elaborating as much as I can and want, because some things you'll have to discover for yourselves. So speak soon. Puss och kram.